Password spraying. In this module, we will explore the techniques of password spraying, a method attackers use to gain unauthorized access to Active Directory environments. We will also discuss these powerful tools used in this context: crackmac exact, curbrute, and domain password spray. Let us first gain an understanding about password spraying. Password spraying is a form of brute force attack where attackers attempt to gain entry to our user account by making numerous password attempts against multiple user accounts rather than targeting just one with numerous attempts at access. Unlike traditional brute force attacks, which target a single user account with many password attempts, password spraying spreads the attempt across many accounts, reducing the risk of account lockouts. Attackers aim to find accounts with weak passwords, ultimately gaining unauthorized access to the Active Directory network. Let us now discuss a few tools that an attacker can use to perform a password spray in a domain. The first is crackmac exact, CME in short, is a popular and powerful penetration testing tool used for post-exploitation tasks. It helps security professionals assess the security of Active Directory environments by executing various actions against them. CME provides functionalities like password spraying, credential dumping, remote code execution, and more. Its versatility makes it a valuable asset for penetration testers and malicious actors. To perform password spraying attack using crackmac exact, attackers first obtain a list of user accounts from Active Directory environment they are targeting. Then they create a small list of common passwords to be used in the attack. The password spraying attack is initiated, attempting each common password against all the user's accounts. By doing so, the attacker can identify accounts with weak passwords, which may grant them unauthorized access. The tool is curbrute. Curbrute is an open source tool widely used to detect and exploit Kerberos services, enabling attackers to perform brute force attacks against Kerberos pre-authentication, which are often weak points in Active Directory environments. By leveraging curbrute, attackers can attempt to crack user passwords and escalate privileges within the domain. With curbrute, the attacker can perform password spraying against Active Directory accounts via Kerberos pre-authentication. By selecting a list of commonly used passwords and targeting a set of user accounts, they can identify vulnerable accounts and potentially gain unauthorized access to the network. Another tool used for password spraying is domain password spray. Domain password spray is another tool specifically designed for password spraying attacks against Active Directory environments. It allows users to automate the password spraying process, making it easier to target a large number of user accounts quickly and efficiently. Using domain password spray, attackers can easily launch a password spraying attack against a specified Active Directory domain. This tool takes care of managing the attack and provide insights into vulnerable accounts with weak passwords, thereby facilitating unauthorized access to the network. Let us perform a password spray attack in our domain using domain password spray. Before performing a password spray, it is extremely important to check the password policy so as to prevent account lockouts. We can check the domain password policy by running the command netaccounts/domain. The output of the netaccounts/domain command typically includes the following information. Minimum password length. This value represents the minimum password required for a user password, 4 being the default value. Microsoft recommends a minimum of 8 characters. Maximum password age. This setting specifies the maximum password before which a password expires and user must change it. Here 42 is set as its value. Minimum password age. This parameter specifies the minimum number of days a password must be used before it can be changed. It helps prevent users from frequently changing their passwords and reusing old ones. It is set to 1 day in our domain. Password history length. This value denotes the number of previously used passwords stored in the system. Users can now reuse password from this history. In our domain, up to 24 previously used passwords are stored in the system. Lockout threshold. This parameter specifies the maximum number of incorrect password attempts allowing before an account is locked out for a specified duration. This is an important field to check out before performing a password spray. It is set to 6 so that account gets logged out after 6 attempts. However, this is a stricter policy and Microsoft recommends a value with 10 attempts. Lockout duration. This setting defines the period of time an account remains locked out after the lockout threshold is reached. Here it is set to 1 minute. Lockout observation window. This parameter specifies the time in minutes the system observes failed in login attempts for lockout tracking purposes. Here it is set to 1 minute. Now that we have the password policy of our domain, specifically the lockout threshold, let's perform a password spray. We will be using domain password spray PowerShell script to achieve this. Import this module by navigating to the tools folder on desktop and run /domain password spray.ps1, or you can download it from the given link below. If this is your first time running PowerShell, an error might appear like this one. To alleviate it, open the PowerShell file, scroll down the line 261 and add an extra space after colon which comes after variable message. Save the file. We also need to suppress the warnings given by the script. For that, we need to get the value of error action preference variable to silently continue. Now import the PowerShell file. Once imported, we can run the invoke password spray command and pass in the passwords using the password flag. Let us try some commonly used passwords. We will start with password. Domain password spray automatically queries the domain list for the list of users, and the password policy automatically excludes those users that has one attempt remaining in order to prevent lockout. Type Y to start the password spray. Unfortunately, none of the domain users use the password as password. Let us try another iteration. This time we will spray password1 @. Success! We get a hit. Let us save the credential in our note. Let us try another commonly used password, welcome #1. We get another user who uses a weak password. Let us add this to our notes too. Let us check for direct paths from this compromised user. Go over to Bloodhound and let us mark these two users as owned. Once that is done, let us go to the Analysis tab and select and click Shortest Paths to Domain Admins from Own Principals. We can see that a new path that has been added. We will see how to exploit this path later in the course. In conclusion, password spraying possesses a significant threat to Active Directory environments, as attackers can gain access to user accounts by leveraging weak passwords. Organizations should implement stringent security measures, including strong password policies and monitoring for suspicious login attempts in order to reduce their exposure to password spraying attacks. Additionally, security professionals must be familiar with the tools to be used by the attackers, like crackmatic, kerberoot, and domain password spray, to better defend against such malicious activities.